Jim, all they're thinking about is the job to be in this position, and you take all that practice and preparation and make sure you put it on display here in today's game and try to be.
All right, now let's go to Danielle Bellini, who has more on today's game.
Thanks, guys. Super Bowl 50 is a very special milestone for the NFL. Super Bowl I was played back in 1967 at the LA Coliseum. As you recall, the Green Bay Packers beat the Kansas City Chiefs on that day. But I'm sure neither of those teams could have imagined the Super Bowl growing to be as big as it is today, guys. That being said, we've got two teams out here who desperately want to make history by winning the Super Bowl tonight to ensure they're the ones that are remembered and that everyone is talking about 50 years from now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Danielle, and now we'll go to the field. And Graham Gano looks ready to get this one underway. The Super Bowl is officially underway. A champion will be crowned. And he's had across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The offense is led by the quarterback who has virtually every Steelers franchise record for passing, Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger's lined up. Two tight ends set. They go down with simultaneous possession. Let's see who comes away with it. And it's the offense. What a catch by the wideout. It sure looked like an interception for a while there, Phil. But how about the effort by the wide receiver?
Never give up, Jim. That's what you do as a wide receiver in this league. And he did that time, and he gets the catch over the defender. What a jump.
Pass is intercepted. Heading to the huddle, the quarterback who took his team to the NFC South title in 2013, Cam Newton. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. First down at the 49. Mitchell's all over the ball carrier. This offensive lineup often will feature the tight end in a prominent role, and that means Greg Olsen.
Yeah, Greg Olsen from Wayne Hills High School in New Jersey, coached by his father, a college player. And how about this? He's a terrific NFL player also.
Over to Greg Olsen with the reception. It's first down as they head to the line. First down following the long play. Newton's got it in the gun. Olsen's got it. Touchdown. That's the first one here at the Super Bowl.
Nothing like scoring first in any game, but when you do it in the Super Bowl, you can just times it by 10 because the pressure builds on the other team. They know they're behind. They want to score some points. It just makes it tougher when you get on the board first.
Could have taken the 1-point gimme. They went for the 2, and they are turned away. Fields the football at the 3. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Panthers defense would like to come up with the same kind of result they had the last time when they had the interception.
Jim, that was awesome. It's so hard in this league now to get an interception because if you look at the receiver the wrong way, he'll throw a flag. So good job by the defense.
First down at the 21. Looking long. And Tillman can't quite pick it off. Taking a look at the offensive starters. Always reliable at tight end is Heath Miller.
He is reliable, no doubt about it. He's the old school tight end. A guy that can move around and catch the football, but can line up at the end of the line of scrimmage and block linebackers as well as any tight end in the NFL.
Darius Hayward-Bay with the catch. That's his first reception today.
That time Ben Roethlisberger just showed he's not only a big guy, but he has a big arm. Nice throw down the field, put a beautiful arc on it, and it's one of the reasons why he's one of the best in the NFL.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Bell's going to receive the toss. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
The Steelers from the 22. Bell will get it on the toss. Dan picks up about 3. As we set now, the defense, remember, he was the defensive player of the year in 2013, and he is Luke Kuechly.
Every defense would love to have a middle linebacker like Luke Kuechly, just where they can read the plays, get to the guys, make the tackles. Just a hard worker and a great leader.
3rd and 8. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Ryan's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed, going into that receiver, are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defense.
Going for it on 4th down. Bell in the backfield. Single back set. The Steelers turn the ball over on downs.
The Steelers go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
First down at the 19. Newton's going to take off with it. When you talk about this defense, you know they've been game planning all week long to face Lawrence Timmons.
Yeah, Lawrence Timmons can play inside linebacker. He can play outside linebacker. He's tall, rangy, and he is an excellent blitzer.
Jonathan Stewart with the catch. The ball is fumbled. The offense was able to recover the ball.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football. Because a lot of times, it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They have the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. The Panthers from the 32. Stewart's got it on the handle. And bringing them down, it's Lawrence Timmons.
Well, he's in the NFL because of this. Because this guy can break tackles. Good job on that play.
Halfway through this first quarter now. Newton's on the move. Now looking at 3rd down. Going to take off. Complete to Greg Olsen. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
Newton's just able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
1st and 10. Stewart's going to secure the handoff. Gets it out for the completion. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Coaches love it when there's a pass thrown, and whoever catches that ball, if they can break a tackle, that's just some extra yards, and that's what you're looking for, and that's what it takes to be a winning football team.
Stewart's brought down after picking up just a yard.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Has space. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty and let the play stand. They come to the line at the 31-yard line. 1st down and 10. Benjamin's got it. Screen. That's a gain of 8. That is play number 10 on this drive. Second down and 2. Newton's gonna scramble. Touchdown, Panthers. Late in the 1st quarter, and they're stretching their lead out. It looks like they have it in their minds to put this game away early.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, isn't it? They just want to get it over with early, just put all doubt, just remove all doubt, I should say, from the opponents that you're in for a rough day, and you might as well just give up. Job by the defense at times, stopping a 2-point conversion because they do so many different things on the offensive side down the NFL. I think when the 2-point conversion comes up on defense, attack the offense.
He'll take it from the 1. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Steelers set to take over here on offense, partner, and this team has to have a little chip on the shoulder right now after going for it on 4th down last time deep in the opponent's territory.
Yeah, I hope they have a chip on their shoulders because the defense just flat out whipped them. That's why they didn't get that 4th down attempt. You got to be tougher if you want to pick up 4th down situations.
I know there are a lot of people right now still wondering why didn't they just kick the football and go for the 3?
Well, when you start listening to the fans, the next thing you know, Jim, you're sitting next to them. So you got to do what you think is right. That's what the coach did. I do not disagree with what he did.
The offense has had time now to game plan, strategize after the timeout, and now they're ready to go. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. 2nd down and 10. Here's the long throw by Roethlisberger. What a catch! The 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. That brings the score a little closer as we approach the 2nd quarter. The touchdown keeps the game well within reach.
Isn't it something we're sitting here thinking in the 1st quarter, what a disaster and what a lopsided game, but all of a sudden it turns around with that score and it changes the way you and I are thinking, and of course we know that's changing how the players think.
Charles Johnson gets to him for the sack. And they will not convert here on the 2-point conversion. Good stand by the defense. Webb's got it. And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line. The Steelers' defense comes onto the field after surrendering a touchdown on the last drive.
Well, they're hoping for better results. No question about that, Jim. They got to come out. They got to hustle. There was not enough hustle last time. And the number one key for all defensive teams is play hard.
Way to call him out there, partner.
Hey, that's what I do. I like to call him.
Grabs it with one hand.
Benjamin's going back to the huddle, and he's telling everybody, look up at the Jumbotron, and let's watch a replay of me making that spectacular catch.
The Panthers snap it at the 31. Newton's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under.
Well, he has such a good arm. That's all we talk about. We never talk about the fact that when he has to, you make him, you force him out of the pocket, he'll run with that football and get some yards.
First down at the 18. Newton's on the move. Charging ahead. Newton's marked down after a gain of 9. That's second down coming up. From the gun, Newton. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack. Third down now. Newton in shotgun formation. Now on the move. Newton's tackled down after a gain of 12.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
Back here in the second quarter, defense ruled the first. And what are we going to see here, you think, in the second quarter, Phil?
Well, I think the first thing they got to do, Jim, is just believe in what they did all week long and preparing for the game. All the practices, all the film sessions, and just know sometimes it takes more than one quarter to get the answer. So stay with the game plan and see if you can find a way to make it work. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Second and goal from the 9. Billy Brown with the catch. Third and goal to go from the 2. And he's in for the touchdown. They continue to pour it on early in the second quarter with yet another touchdown here, Phil.
Well, I hope the defense learned a little something on that drive. The way they are playing is not working. So you are allowed to blitz in this league. You can take a chance. That's what I suggest. Get after it, be more aggressive, and blitz that offense.
Made right around the 25-yard line. Bell's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Roethlisberger's pass will go for an incompletion this time.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Second and 10 coming up. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. He'll throw it over the middle. Intercepted! And he's brought to the ground.
What a job by the linebacker that time making that interception. Gets in good position. And what a pair of hands. A linebacker who can do it all.
The Panthers back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see him to go out there and have success again.
The Panthers snap it at the 31. And now Newton's going to take off. Greg Olsen has the catch.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Newton's taking off. Second and 10 coming up. Newton's running away from the pressure. Dives across, and he's in for the touchdown. Their lead grows a little more with that touchdown. It's still a long way to go in this half. They may be able to add even more to it before the break.
Jim, I don't see anything that's going to slow them down. Everything they are trying is working. They have been spectacular here so far today, and all I can say to the opponents, you better buckle up. This is going to be tough.
The Panthers getting ready to kick it off. Will run this one out. Going to be a penalty here.
Holding, receiving team.
The Steelers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
How about how high he went up in the air to get that one?
Unbelievable job that time, and again, that's part of every offense now in the NFL. It wasn't like that when I played. We didn't have guys that could go up and make catches like that.
The reception by Antonio Brown. That's his 4th catch of the day.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
The Steelers come out. 2 tight ends on the field. And he reaches, ball's out. Brown taken down.
Nice job by the offense that time, even though they fumbled the football quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Toss play. Johnson's able to read that play and make the hit. 2nd down now.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
And they are in on Bell. That's going to be a pickup of 4. 3rd and goal from the 6. They're going to run it on the toss.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
And it's a fake field goal.
I like the idea that time. They had the fake field goal pass on. It had everybody fooled. But it's hard to throw that pass in a situation like this. Who's throwing it? It's not the quarterback. Shame it didn't work.
1st and 10. Catch made. Following that completion, 2nd and short.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to
Cameron Hayward takes down the quarterback. Halfway through the 2nd quarter. Now cutting to the right side, looking for some open space. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. The Panthers will take the snap from the 30. Cam Newton unleashes the long pass.